Hello friends, welcome all of you. In previous lecture, we discussed some points of this topic, that is mechanical properties of fluids. So today we discuss some new interesting points of this topic. So let's start today's lecture. First we see today's points of discussion. Today's first point of discussion, it is the intermolecular forces. Second point we discuss today, it is the range of molecular force. Third point, sphere of influence. Next, surface tension on the basis of molecular theory. And last point of the today's discussion, it is the surface tension. Today's points are intermolecular forces, range of molecular force, sphere of influence, surface tension on the basis of molecular theory, and surface tension. So let's start with the first point. Before this, we see some images. First, see this image clearly, carefully. Water spider walks on the surface of steady water. Second image, it is the needle floats on steady surface of water. Next, it is the pin floats on steady surface of the water. Let's see some other interesting image. This one is the raindrop on the leaf surface, and this one is the soap bubbles. So raindrop, soap bubbles, all these are always take the spherical shape. So these are phenomena is due to the surface tension. So it is the important property of the liquids. So for understanding this new concept, that is surface tension, we must know some terms in the molecular theory. So first, today's points of discussion, it is the intermolecular force. So let's see first definition of this. The force, that means it is attractive or repulsive force. The force between any two molecules, it is called as the intermolecular force. Remember this definition once again. The force between any two molecules, it is called as the intermolecular forces. So there are two types of intermolecular forces. First type it is cohesive force, and second type it is the adhesive force. So there are two types. First one it is the cohesive force, and second one it is the adhesive force. So let's see the first type of intermolecular force, that is the cohesive force. Let's see the first definition of this cohesive force. The force of attraction between the molecules of the same substance, it is called as the cohesive force, or it is also called as the force of cohesion. Remember, force of attraction between molecules of the same substance, it is called as the cohesive force. Example of this cohesive force, it is the two air molecules, two water molecules, or simply two wood molecules. So in short, it is the strongest in solids and weakest in the gases. Small droplets of liquids coalesce into one and form a single drop. It is due to this cohesive force. So this one is the cohesive force, force of attraction between the molecules of the same substance. Let's see the next type of intermolecular force. Second type, it is the adhesive force. The force of attraction between the molecules of the different substances, it is called as the adhesive force, or simply it is also called as the force of adhesion. So example, it is the glass and the water molecules. So these are the two types, cohesive force and the adhesive force. Let's see the next point. Next point is the range of the molecular force. Range means it is the distance, simple. The maximum distance from a molecule up to which the molecular forces, that means cohesive or adhesive molecular forces, is effective, it is called as the range of the molecular force. So these forces are effective up to a distance It is of the order of few nanometer, that means 10 raised to minus 9 meter in solids and liquids. So this one is the very short distance. So they are short range force. Remember this point, in solids and liquids range of molecular force, it is the 10 raised to minus 9 meter. They are very short range force. Let's see the next interesting point, which is very important, sphere of influence. Let's see this image. In this image, an imaginary sphere, simply circle with molecule as center. See in the diagram carefully, it is in the red color, and as a sphere or circle, it has radius, which is range of the molecular force. So from this, the definition of sphere of influence is an imaginary sphere with a molecule at its center and radius equal to molecular range is called as the sphere of influence of the molecule. Remember once again, this is very important, sphere of influence, an imaginary sphere with a molecule at its center and radius equal to its molecular range. It is called as the sphere of influence of the molecule. Let's see next point. Next point, it is the surface film. Let's see a beaker containing the water up to some height, and this one is the surface film. In magnified form, this looks like in this way. This one is the surface film. So the surface layer of a liquid with thickness is equals to its range of the intermolecular force. It is called as the surface film. Let's see next point is the free surface of the liquid. So this one is the surface film, and above this it is the free surface of the liquid. So it is the surface of a fluid which does not experience any shear stress, that is, it is the interface between liquid water and the air above. It is called as the free surface of the liquid. So in real form, the image, glass full of with water, this one is the surface film, and above this it is the free surface of the liquid. Let's see the next point. This one is the very important point, surface tension on the basis of the molecular theory. In the board exam, there will be question, discuss in brief surface tension on the basis of the molecular theory. So first, see the diagram carefully. Container containing with water at some height. Here see xy, see in the figure carefully, xy is the free surface of the liquid and x dash y dash is the inner layer parallel to xy at a distance equal to range of the molecular force. So in this container there are three sphere of influence, A molecule, B molecule and the C molecule. Consider there are three molecules. Molecule A is deep inside the liquid, molecule B is within the surface film and molecule C is on the surface of the liquid. So let's see one by one. So for the molecule A. For the molecule A, as we know that molecule A is deep inside the liquid, its sphere of influence is also completely inside the liquid. Molecule A is acted upon by an equal cohesive force in all direction. The net cohesive force acting on the molecule A, it is the 0. Let's see for the molecule B. Original diagram, and for the magnified, this one is the molecule B. As the molecule B lies within the surface layer below the free surface of the liquid, larger part of the sphere of this influence is inside the liquid and smaller part is in the air. So strong downward cohesive force acts on the liquid molecule. The adhesive force acting on molecule B due to air molecule above it and within its sphere of influence is weak. So the molecule gets attracted inside the liquid. This one is the molecule B. Let's see for the molecule C. In magnified form. For molecule C, half part, see in the figure carefully, half part of the sphere of influence is in the air and half part is in the liquid. So number of air molecules within the sphere of influence of C above the free surface of the liquid is less than number of liquid molecules within the liquid because density of air is less than that of a liquid. So here adhesive force trying to pull the molecule above the liquid surface is much weaker than the cohesive force that tries to pull the molecule inside the liquid surface. So molecule C also gets attracted inside the liquid. So from this we have some conclusion. It is all the molecules in the surface film are acted upon by an unbalanced net cohesive force directed into the liquid. So the molecules in the surface film are pulled inside the liquid. The surface film remains under the tension. So surface film of a liquid behaves like a stretched elastic membrane. This tension is known as the surface tension. So from this surface tension we define. Let's see first image. Imagine a line PQ of length capital N drawn tangential to the free surface of the liquid. All the molecules of this line experience equal and opposite forces tangential to the surface. So this force per unit length, it is called as the surface tension. So from this definition of the surface tension, it is the tangential force acting per unit length on both sides of an imaginary line drawn on the free surface of the liquid. It is called as the surface tension. From this formula, it is the surface tension indicated in terms of capital T is equals to F, capital F divided by the length capital N. So SI unit is the as force in terms of the Newton and length in terms of the meter. SI unit is the Newton per meter. From this we calculate the dimension. It is dimension of the surface tension. It is the 0 in length, 1 in the mass and -2 in the time. So in the board exam there should be question define surface tension, give its SI unit and dimension. We recall the definition once again. Tangential force acting per unit length on both sides of an imaginary line drawn on free surface of the liquid. It is called as the surface tension. Formula is the F divided by the force per unit length, that means F divided by the capital N. So from this today's highlight point. First, today's highlight point, it is the molecular forces do not obey the inverse square law of the distance. And second highlight point of the today's lecture, it is the surface tension does not depend on the area of the surface. Remember once again, highlight point is molecular forces do not obey inverse square law of the distance. And second point is the surface tension does not depend on the area of the surface. So friends, today we discussed some new points, some new interesting points. These are the basic concept for the next point. So today we will stop here. In the next video we see some next important points.